in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
mute. Can you hear my audio now? Can you hear my audio now? It looks like I accidentally flicked the mute on the mic software, unfortunately. I've never done that before, but it looks like I did it this time. So let me know if you can actually hear me now without me typing. Let me know. Yay! So we ran that. So that was about 8 minutes. I've been talking and no one could hear me. And only Cult DeFi came in a minute later and said that you can hear me. That's hilarious. Okay, well, it's good to see. Thanks very much. All right, so it took about 7 minutes there, Cult DeFi, for someone to have to tell me they couldn't hear me. How about that? That's hilarious. That's streaming for you. That's streaming for you. That's crazy. That is crazy. All right, I'm back. Anyway, so I had a lovely little intro that none of you heard. So there we go. But we're going to get into the stock market here and kick it off. We're going to start from gold here, and here we go. So we've got the Dow Jones pretty much up 0.6%, 273 points to 45,834. We've got the S&P 500 at the moment flat at 6,584, and we've got the Nasdaq there up 98 points to 22,141. Yeah. If you guys can't hear my audio because I've done something silly with the studio software, let me know. That would be really helpful. All right, so S&P 500 slips but extends a winning streak ahead of the Fed. But other than that, we're doing pretty well. Now, the one thing I was going to say about the Nasdaq there is that we've got some pretty exciting stuff happening because Elon Musk is doing a suite of different companies that are all going to be part of an ecosystem, right? Particularly not only on Earth but also on Mars, right? So it's pretty exciting what he's doing. And just recently he announced, of course, their new Optimus robot. They're doing the third version, and they're going to be going to the next level, right? So they're going to be developing, the mind, as it were, the brain, to be able to navigate in the real world, pretty much to really understand the real world. And they're going to be using, obviously, all the information they've gathered from Tesla, driving all those cars around. They've got the well ahead of everybody else with that information. And then, of course, they're also going to be dealing with the hand. So they're going to make the hand very human-like. So that's going to be very cool. So that's going to put them well ahead of all the competition. And then finally, they're going to be mass producing it. So that's huge. Mass production of the Optimus. And they're looking to probably start off in the six figures and then move to 1 million production units. Bring it down to maybe about $20,000 per Optimus robot. And of course, you can imagine. Can you imagine when he gets all this stuff to Mars that they're going to have probably thousands of these robots walking around Mars, guys? I don't think people fully see his vision, but if you are aware of it, you're going to be seeing Mars going to be flooded with these Optimus robots, dude. It's going to be crazy. And of course, we know he's looking to land on Mars in the first quarter of 2027 during the the golden age of America and Trump's administration. So it's going to be pretty exciting if they can get, obviously, their rocket program, continuing on. So I thought I was going to sneeze there for a second. Then yeah, it could be pretty huge. So keep a lookout for that. It's going to be massive. So pretty exciting. So we are really in the age, the technological age here, transferring over into another age. Is pretty exciting. All right, so that is pretty much it on the stock market. Let's have a quick look at anything else. Obviously, consumer sentiment there. Keep watching those sentiments, and of course, we are expecting an interest rate cut, right? So let's go have a look at the interest rate metric here, and so forth. So we've got 4 days and 18 hours to go. 4 days and 18 hours to go until the interest rate decision. That's pretty exciting. So keep a lookout for that. That is coming up. So not bad at all. So we've got now 96% expecting a 25% rate cut, and that's exciting, guys. 25%. So a good chance we may even get 50. So that's what we're hoping for. I think it should be like at least 50, if not 75 basis points. But we need to get at least a 1.5 percentage point cut. Where at the moment we've got a half of that expected. And of course, October there is expected another 25 basis points, in December another 25. So really we need probably 150, not 75, but things change pretty fast when you're on the move. Brendan says, nice looking with the banners down bottom, super, very professional. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's part of our new offering there. So pretty awesome. Look at that. We've got all of them. We've got the Bitcoin, the Ethereum, we've got the Richard Hart core coins, and we've got some of the very, very popular coins on there as well. So you can see Rome from Gladiator games. You can see Hog there from the top anime series on PulseChain. We've got some real doozies there. Emmett Farms is there. Pretty awesome. So, if you're a team out there, you want to get yourself on there, this is one of our new offerings. So pretty exciting. I look forward to that. Good observation there, Brandon. Good observation. DJ and Hicks in the house there. Suitman, lots of love. Appreciate that. What do you say? No cam, though. What's no cam? What's that mean? What does that mean? No camera? Let me know. A cam, C-A-M? I'm not sure what you mean. Let me know. Yeah. All right. I had no audio, but now I've got we got the audio 8 minutes in. I don't know. Maybe you just started watching the show and you're on the replay gang or something. Let me know. All right. Yeah, I accidentally turned the mute button on the audio. No camera? Are you kidding? Oh, no camera? Really? God, what a disaster. What the heck is happening here? Let me refresh. I'm going to refresh here. Let's see. Hopefully the whole studio doesn't go down. Isn't that funny? Just two little funny things. I have no idea why that's happening. I can see my camera, so it's crazy. How's that looking now? How's it looking now? Let's see. Can you see me now? Oh, you can see me now. That's great. All right. So we're there. Hopefully you can hear my audio too. Well, sometimes you have these rough moments when you do streaming. It's just the way it goes. It looks like we're bad now. We're back. Oops, we got nothing now. Yeah, I had to reset. I resetted, Bryn, so I could pull the camera back up. All right, we're back. It was a bit of a rough. I never knew this was going to be a bit of a rough start to the show, but this is the way it goes sometimes. I don't have a back studio. Smash those likes. Yeah, definitely smash those likes. Absolutely, cue baller. And Crispy's in the house there. 5555 pieces of kryptonite. A nice one there. Yeah, I got smashed by the kryptonite today. Smashed the kryptonite there today. All right, so let's jump over to the rest of it. That is pretty much it. We've got 4 days, guys, and 18 hours to go to an interest rate cuts expected. And of course, Tom Lee, who we're going to be talking about, has talked about this being a major thing for the markets. Obviously, the reason why is because it's kind of inevitable, right? Is that maybe the stock market has a bit of shakiness with it, but when interest rates go lower, you get lower interest rates at the banks and investments. So you really have to go searching for higher risk returns, right? Which means stock market, crypto, and so that's really what's going to help fuel the market. So really exciting there. We got Unity in house there. What's up? Good to see Unity. Big shout out. All right, so that is pretty much it. Let's go to the crypto market and talk about that now that we've got everything running, the mic's running, the camera's running. So let's bring up the crypto market and see what's happening there. We're going to probably be a bit shorter with the crypto market this time, but we're going to go full screen for this one. And we got the total market at the moment, 4.16 trillion, 1.7%. And as I often say, it is still very small market cap. So it's only onwards and upwards from here. Total coins now on CoinGecko, 18,723. Bitcoin at the moment is 116,123. So we're up again today. Nice. 0.6% today. Ethereum is up really strong today, up 5.4% at $4,668. So we're on the move, which means these strategic ETH reserves must be accumulating. And of course, Tom Lee is the man of the hour. They're leading the way with good old Bitmine immersion. So very exciting there. Remember, Bitmine immersion was a tiny little Bitcoin mining company. They basically took that over, and Tom got made chairman. And now it is, pretty much the biggest strategic ETH reserve, and it wants to gain 6 million coins. Can you believe it? And it's currently got 2 million. So it's onwards and upwards from there. They've got a lot more to accumulate, and they're doing it really fast. So no doubt they are buying. And of course, we know Ethereum is getting scarcer on the exchanges, right? Over the same period that the strategic ETH reserves have been buying Ethereum, the ETH on exchanges has gone down from 20 million down to 17.3 million, and probably even lower than that now. So the price is inevitably becoming a bit of a pressure cooker, and we're expecting some big moves into the end of the year for Ethereum. And of course, his targets are minimum 8K, but probably towards the 15, 16K is going to be pretty big. So XRP right now up 2% at $3.11. Number 3, Solana, which has been on the move, right, up 6%. We were expecting that. I've talked about that in the past, right, that we're expecting probably Solana will start moving now, and that's what we've been seeing. So it's kind of cool. Up 6% right now, $241. Number 5, BNB at number 6 is at up 2.6% at $926. And of course, what else we got going? We got obviously Solana Flip BNB, right? We got number 8 is Dogecoin up 7.7%, 27.4 cents. And then we got number 10 there is Tron up 1.7% at 35 cents. So that's our top 10, folks, at the moment. There is a little bit of a battle between Tron and ADA to get that number 10 spot at the moment, but you just never know. Maybe some of these other ones like Hyperliquid might start rising pretty rapidly. They got to do a 2x to get there, but you just never know, right? Just never know. There's a big gap between Chainlink at 17 billion and Cardano at number 11 there at 33 billion. So there's a bit of a gap there. But hey, look, we've seen a lot of things re-rate and swap into that top 10 over time. We've got a few other people in the house. We've got Sean O'Malley, Morning Legends. Hey, great to see you, Sean, as always. Frank White in the house there. Bang, bang, Pulse Gang. Big shout out to Frank White as well. And don't forget, guys, get out there. Now that we've got everything up and running, get out there and share the show. Share the show. That's all we can say. All right, let's jump back into the top performer over the last 24 hours has been Ethereum. Dogecoin actually up 7.6%, but we've had some really strong performers today. Of course, with Solana up 6% and Ethereum up 5.6%. Best performer over the last week is Dogecoin up 26%, followed pretty closely behind by Solana up 19%, and then of course XRP 10% and Ethereum 8% here. So not a bad week, for the old leaders here. Looking at the top 100, we've got MYX Finance, which has been the big story in the top 100, absolutely blasting its way into the mix there. So I think number 62 is up 1,077%, so huge there. Big DeFi entrance into the market. WorldCoin there, number 53, up 81%. Mantle there, number 3 there, sitting at 39, I should say, in position. But number 3, best performer over the last week in the top 100 is up 44%. Mincore up 37% at number 4. And then Pump Fund there, up 34% at number 5, but sitting at number 67. So, some pretty good performances from the mid-range. And we've had some, particularly MYX Finance being a real standout. Pretty crazy. Now, looking a bit further down, we can see Dogecoin there from the top 10. We can also see Pudgy Penguins there, 25%, and Bonk as well. So some meme coins in the mix. Top performers in the top 1,000 right now: Hi-Fi Finance, Eternity Chain, and Nauris Protocol. Let's have a quick look at these top 1,000 performers. 426% is Hi-Fi Finance, sitting at number 625. Not bad. It's on the Ethereum chain. It's been around since the 16th of January 2023, so a couple of years now. It was basically was really low, 6.4 cents, and just absolutely bolted here. So maybe they had some big news coming out for Hi-Fi Finance. Let's have a quick look at the website, as we often do, and tokenize everything, borrow with Hi-Fi. So tokenization site there. They got 21 million unlocked value there from the looks of it. So that is Hi-Fi. I haven't launched the DApp. Let's have a look at the DApp here. It's got borrow, lending, and pools. So that's Hi-Fi right now on there. So that is making a bit of a move. And that is sitting at number 625 at number 1. So up pretty big there. Xdog has just moved into number 2 there. I think they swapped out one of the others. And that is bolted as well. So it's been around. It's currently been around since August the 15th. So not very old at all, is it? About a month old. And it had an interesting start, pretty modest start actually, different from a lot of charts, and has bolted from 1.5 cents up to 3.8 cents just in the last day. That's pretty huge. And it is on, I'm not sure what chain that is actually that's on, but OKX, it's on OKX there. So that is Xdog there. Looks like a meme coin, doesn't it? So there we go. What else? It's number 983 rank, so just entered the top 1,000. The last one, of course, is, it looks like we've switched out to Eternity Chain. So have a quick look at that. It's up 90%, and this has been around how long? Since it's from the last bull market, March 2021, and had a big rally on its launch, been pretty low relatively speaking. Got the all-time low just recently at about about maybe 12-13 cents all-time low, and has just bolted there to $3.27. So there we go. It's a pretty good, nice move there on Ethereum, and of course Eternity.io. Some of you may know it already. Revolutionizing world asset tokenization. So another tokenization. So 2 of those top 1,000s are both tokenization coins. and that is High Five Finance and Eternity Chain. So tokenization, of course, one of our mega themes on crypto, and we're seeing a big move there. And of course, Tom Lee talks about that all the time as well, right? Tom Lee's always about the mega themes. Brennan says in the next 60 days it would officially be the end of the 4-year cycle and starts the next. Price has rallied into euphoria in previous cycles. Let's see if history repeats there. That's from our TA guru there, Brennan, one of our moderators as well. Unfortunately, he's not a sports commentator, and it's probably a good thing given the Knights go the Knights, but he's very good. Brennan is very good with spoons. He likes spoons and he likes copper. Yeah, spoons and copper. That's the play of the game. All right, enough jokes aside. I'll get in trouble. So I gotta be careful. I probably already crossed the line. Here. All right, so that is pretty much it on crypto, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed that brief review. We're going to get into PulseChain now, though, and we've got lots to talk about right now. And if I survive and I'm not rug pulled by Brennan, then it's going to be good. And don't forget, if you are new, Brennan says, brah. All right, so we're going to get to PulseChain. Now, let me know in the chat there while we're going through if you've any projects that you've really liked, that you're picking up, any projects you might be entering that are going to be launching soon. Let us know. If it's a meme coin, GameFi, DeFi, utility, whatever it is, let us know. NFTs, let us know in the chat there. And if it looks reasonable, I might talk about it. So let us know there as well. And, of course, don't forget on X to share the channel around. Now, if you haven't joined our strategy club is $35 a month. Join up today. The link is in the video description for that, and we look forward to getting there. You're going to get monthly reports, which I'm actually late this month, unfortunately. I will try and do that today. Today's has to be really the day that I do it, otherwise it's getting way too late. And I have been meaning to do it, but I had a couple other things coming up, and just the way it goes sometimes. You also get access to strategy chats, top 10 index from the Crypto Night Show, and of course a lot of intel updates that we post in there as well. So keep it coming. And of course, you get access to the general Discord. If you want to just become a general Discord member, that's $12.50 a month. It's a really good value. We've got a crypto helpline in there. In fact, we're the only PulseChain community with a crypto helpline that I'm aware of. So you can get in there, and we've got all the resources in there as well. So it's a great place. And of course, number one always is the people. We've got the best people in there. They're amazing. So join up to our Discord, I should say, below. Of course, we've also got Telegram. And Telegram is for free, so you can join up to that. And we've got a lot of founders and influencers in there as well. It's actually packed full of them, and you can hit people up in there too. So kind of cool on the Telegram there. All right, I think that's it for covering the admin. There. Let's get into the PulseChain, and let's see how we're going. All right, so PulseChain here right now. Is day 854. Man, we're moving towards that 1,000 day mark. I guess, counting it down, still got a bit of time to go, 146 days, but, day 854. PulseChain, of course, launched on the 13th of May, 2023, a full system state copy of Ethereum on the 10th of May, 2023. Now, why do I always repeat those dates? Well, it's because we get new people coming, right? And they don't really know what that means. So hopefully it's enough of an intel. At the moment, we've got Pulse at the moment, quadruple 0452. Up 6.8%. So we've got a nice move here on PulseChain. I think that's worthy of a bit of a clap because, Yes. We've got Pulse at the moment, is PulseX at the moment, quadruple 0309. And that is at 6.8%. So that's pretty cool. Pretty similar to Pulse actually, just slightly behind. We have seen PulseX be underpriced recently, which is a pretty good opportunity for people to get into. Buy and burn right now is 7.74%. So we're sitting at 1.52 trillion PulseX are being bought up and burned, meaning we've got about 19.6 trillion left in supply, excluding the OA accounts. We've got the incentive token right now, $1.53 is down 1.1%. And that is, we have hardly any inflation now, about 2,600 tokens a year, about 55 million supply. So there we go. Hex at the moment has been the talk of the town, did really well yesterday. It's tapered off a little bit now, but it's still up 7.4% at 1.1 cents, up 7.4%. But the big mover, of course, was EHEX, and we only just talked about that with the chart. Remember the day before it moved. Can you believe it? That's crazy, man. It happens so often when we're talking about stuff. Crazy, I reckon. So yeah, we got the EHEX there at 2400th of a penny, almost a quarter of a penny. Combined price of EX and PX is now at 1.36 cents. Crazy. There we go. All right, so let's go to the gas prices. And of course, you can see the scrolling bar ticket down there. You can see that we actually have Richard Hart core coins. We have Bitcoin on here. Let's go through the list, shall we? So you can see the scroll bar. This is brand new. And if you are a project out there, you want to get included in this and you meet the standards, then hit us up, either MVS Crypto or myself. And so forth. So get out there, folks. So you can see we've got Bitcoin there. We've got Ethereum on the scroll bar. And we've got Pulse. We've got PulseX. We've got INC and Hex down the scroll bar there. They're all sourced there from TradingView. So you do need to be registered on TradingView if you're a team and you want to get included on here. We also obviously got the Richard Hart cores. So we've got Hex on Pulse, Hex on Ethereum. You can see the prices there. We got Emmett Farms at the moment. This is just as a promo. This is a teaser. And we got Surf there as well as a teaser as well from Crypto Paradise, and Hog there from the hot #1 anime series on PulseChain. Of course, the Pulse of the Fallen. And then we got Rome there from Gladiator Games on there at the moment. So this is a bit of a sneak preview of the scroll bar there, the price scroll bar there. So fantastic. And of course, thousands of people get to see it. So pretty exciting. Check it out. All right, so that's kind of cool. Let's get into the rest of the show, and that is the validators. We've got about 3.5 million beats right now, so quite high on the beats. We got 6 cents for a PulseX swap, so that's pretty, on the high side there. And of course, with Pulse rising, so don't be surprised, with higher activity, with higher prices, that we will get, start paying, 20, 50 cents for a swap and things like that. That's definitely in our future. And then that's the way it goes. We got 52,651 validators. So we're up about maybe 40 validators or so since yesterday, I think. Let's have a look at the bridge. And this is our heartbeat, of course. $170.4 million. Woohoo! Now, you guys know what that is, right? That is EHEX, right? On the move, up at now at 2,400 of a penny. We were down at like 1,600 of a penny. Now we're 24. And look at EHEX there, just climbed 23.5 million. We also, I think we had Rack and Michelle bring over like $1 million as well, didn't we? So yeah, we're definitely up and up there. Pretty crazy, right? Pretty crazy. So I said to you, if EHEX gets up to like 1 cent or something, we could easily get up to 200 million, right? So we'll start, breaking previous highs. Now, last time I remember, before we had the SEC and everything, I think we were up in the 160, 180 million mark. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's where we were. So yeah, we're up at 117 now. So there we go right now. I don't know if there's a bridge tracker, but that is what I remember. All right, so that is pretty cool. Now, we've also got the treasury for PulseChain SAC. Of course, number 5, Tom Lee, will be well aware of the PulseChain SAC treasury. He probably looks at this. He'll be aware of PulseChain with that all that ETH sitting there at number 5. He'll be looking at those top 10. We're getting free advertising, folks, for people that probably haven't heard of PulseChain. Maybe he had through the fork, of course, but way back, and he'll definitely know Richard Hart is. But he'd be seeing that PulseChain SAC every day. On that top 10. I'm sure he looks at it on a regular basis, particularly when they do publications. So there we are, 783 million right now. We're up 155 million, up at 25%. And that is just the beginning, guys, because it's going to start running away. We're not even in that runaway phase yet. It is crazy, but we're just about there. We're just about there, maybe 5 days away. And we could see this start to re-rate really strong. It's going to be so exciting, guys. So exciting. I can't wait for it. Can you guys wait for it? I can't wait for it. It's going to be amazing, isn't it? So that is pretty cool. That is the PulseChain SAC treasury. Let's go to the markets and see what the volume is right now. Woo! Yeah, boy. Awesome. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, look at that. We got 28.3 million volume, and you guys know we're stuck down at 12 million. Remember that? We're stuck down at 12 million. We're up at 28 million right now, guys. That's awesome. And yeah, it's exciting to see. I think we had 12 million or 30 million for quite a few days, about 4 or 5 days. I think yesterday we jumped up to like 18 million, was it? About 18 million. And today we're at 28 million on the volume. So this is a very good sign. And of course, we're only counting down 4 or 5 days away from the Fed Reserve announcement. So things are really starting to heat up, guys. Really starting to heat up. Pretty awesome. Now, the top performer right now, let's have a look at where that volume is coming from. Actually, let's just look at the volume there. Looks like we've got Remember is back on the move. So our volume is definitely being pumped by Remember. We did see yesterday some of the OG WebChef stuff starting to move. And we know that the OG WebChef was up to something. Hopefully we'll get an update on that soon. I'm going to follow up with my contact there. But that's kind of where we are. So we're definitely getting some there. We're getting some good activity on Incentive Token, PulseX, and Wrap BNB. So we're getting some good volumes, $1 million volumes on those. Pretty cool. And of course, Hex around $1 million too. So that's pretty cool. But let's get to the top performers. We've got Honey. It's been around for 7 hours. Obviously, no endorsement, not endorsing anything. just going through the top performers on the default view here on Deck Screener. And of course, we're trending 24 hours. So honey there at $2.30, up last 7 hours, pretty cool. 85k volume on 67k liquidity, so it's pretty awesome. Devcoin been around for 27 days. That's up 72% right now. Swarm, which launched 14 days ago, I think based on this, is up 50%. So it's a nice little move there for Swarm. This is a dual token system, as far as I remember. Had another token there. Let's go to the daily chart because it's got the weekly there, but it's a daily chart there. All getting pumped off there. Actually looks a pretty good chart, doesn't it? Had a little pump and then a bit of sell off, and then on to the move. So that's gives a bit of encouragement there around this token. Apparently 83% of its supply has been burned. So there's only ever 1 billion tokens. So that suggests that there's maybe 160 million tokens in existence. So it's pretty promising. Now I don't know anything about it, so other than that, so not endorsing there. Liberty there, 3 months been around for that, up 41%. We got Hold or Humpbank Holders up, been around for 7 months, up 40% today. We got Oink, which has just swapped into number 5 spot. It's got a big treasury, right? The old Oink. It's moving around there. Look at 5 and 6. Look at that go. It's moving around 5, 6. But Oink there is up 38% and been on a big tear lately, hasn't it? And it's got this big treasury there. It's pretty crazy. So I think I got some comments, something about some of the coins I don't cover or something. And I was like, well, if it's performing, then I'll be covering it, right? If it's performing, you guys know I cover the top 100 coins every single day. I did see some comments that why am I not covering this coin or that coin? Well, if it's on the list, I'm covering it, right? You guys know. So I don't know where people get that from. Pretty crazy. Anyway, Oink is on the move, and the charts speak for itself, right? It is at 1,500th of a penny right now. So that is the play. All right, what else we got going? DevVis Based has been around for 8 days, up 30%. And of course, Rome here, which we're going to talk about. So we're going to talk about that separately because we're going to get up to Gladiator games. But Rome is on the tier. We'll save that for a bit later. But that is sitting at number 8, up 27%. Pretty awesome. And of course, we've got that in the title of the video, Gladiator games. Well, I actually haven't got the token Rome, but that is in there. You only have so many characters, that's the way it goes. Reserve Tay at number 910, just to wrap our top 10, is up 27% as well. And this has been doing really well, hasn't it? So let's go to the number 8 pair and see what this chart's looking like here. So Reserve Tay there on the move. Look at that. It's had a really good run. Look at that. Woohoo! That's on the daily chart. Let's have a look at that. So up 166% in 10 days, is it? Yeah, actually, I went too far with the ruler, but I think that's up like 10 days, 7 days, a 1 week, 160%. So 2.6x. Not bad, eh? Not bad. Better than the bank account. That's the chart overall. It's been some pretty crazy behavior back here. I'm just trying to remember the event that caused this 29th. Maybe one of the XUSDC things or something. Let me know in the chat there if you remember what caused that event. Teddy Bear, of course, from James and Maria. These are all kind of James and Maria type things, aren't they? James and Maria there up 15% right now, sitting at number 12 to 15. And Sun Mini Mill, woo! Sun Mini Mill, guys, the big corporate on PulseChain. And of course, this is up at almost at 5 cents again. And look at the pump today. Look at the pump. So look at that, and of course, let's go see why. Let's go see why, right? Let's have a look here. We're going to go over $1,000. Yeah, that's right, $1,000, and we can see why, right? We've got the Bank Now wallet, right? CC96, or you guys have memorized that, right? Bank Now, and look at all these buys coming in. So this is corporate buys, and I said to you, these guys have got millions of dollars. My guess is they've got well over $10 million in excess of that now. I mean, I could probably work out a recalculation, but could be way even higher than that, right? Could be, I'll do some math and we'll see what my estimation is. But these guys can move this chart at any time they want, right? Now, that said, there obviously a lot of people got relatively free coins from the Rewards 1.0 program. And so, there's that. But we are waiting for tons of news, and it's happening around September, October. So keep a lookout for that. I'll try and get an update. They just had a new update out. Haven't managed to watch it yet, but I'll try and get to that and get that into Strategy Club. If you're in Strategy Club, try and get you an update on that too. So lots of things to do at the moment. So there we go. That is all the buying coming in over the last day. Look at it all. Woohoo! That's way higher. Remember, they used to do like one buy, maybe two buys. That's about $11,000 each, so $22,000. But look at that, man. They've been buying all in the last day. Look at that. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 24, 26, 27. So about $27,000 of buying. That is a big step up. So they're intentionally pushing the chart up here, guys. And they must have some news coming up, folks. Now, remember, the lower the price, the more they burn. So there's a bit of a give and take. So, I think if they're wanting to attract some attention, if they've got something lead up, maybe this is the reason why it stepped up in the buy today. So, yeah, we'll try and get some more information on that. So that's kind of cool from Source. I mean, the big corporate. And, of course, they have a big vision about trying to be the next sort of Bitcoin, as it were, the Bitcoin. Which they could do with their models. Very clever model. 17 there is GoPulse at 10 cents, up at 11% as well. And then we got, obviously, what else is in here? PulseX, of course, is in the mix there. So we now have 19 coins over 10% today on performance. So there we are, 19 trending. Last 24 hours up over 10%. And we got some real big movers there, from James Maria to Soul Sun Mini Meal to Rome from Gladiator, Oink Token, and the Swarm from looks of it. So some big moves there at the moment. Moving below 10% right now, we've obviously got Hex just below there, and I'm expecting Hex to start running away, guys. You guys know, once PHEX goes over 3.2 cents, guys, it's gone. It's going to be up and to the right, man. I just find it very impossible for it to be coming down after that, because we've been down for so long, and we had the SEC over us and the rest of it. A lot of Hex has been staked by the OA. It's really game on. So I think once we do that, it's going to be run away. Richard Hart recently posted about indicating another 10,000x potentiality. You can decide what baseline he's using for that, whether it's the 4th of January 2020 number of what's it? I think it was quadruple 056. I think it was, quadruple 056. So yeah, you can decide which baseline he's using, or it's a recent PulseChain baseline, right? So which I think was 0036, something like that. So you can decide which one he's talking about. But whatever the case, it's up and to the right, up and to the right. Yeah, let's see where it goes from here. It could be pretty crazy with that. So yeah, it's going to be game on. So back the winners, man. Back the master. Back the genius. It's pretty crazy. All right, so let's. We got pump tires up 9.5% right now, number 23, and this has been on a move. And I talked about this before it moved. Remember how many times now? And I talked about it in a particular way. That I said it was undervalued, right? So, and look, it's been up since then. It's pretty crazy. You get a bit of a vibe, don't you, when you're watching this every day? And then you guys watch this every day too. You get a bit of a feel for what's going on. It becomes like a bit of a spidey sixth sense. When you go away for a while and you don't look at it, you kind of lose that ability, right? You kind of lose that ability to come back, go, everything's happening, so much is happening. But if you're there every day, you keep the vibe there. All right, so we got 1.7 cents right now on pump tires. Pretty awesome, and you can see it's sort of heading back to the top of the range there. Now, I haven't got the RSI on this one, but you can definitely add that to see where it is on the oversold or so. Unseen at number 23, up 9.5% there. PulseX and Hex, of course, in the mix there. Pump Tires Die is up 9% right now. Liquid Loans is up 8.8%, and X Game is coming up. And you guys know X Game is going to be launching the second half. That's what we're expecting, guys. The RSIs are hot, though. The RSI is hot on the old X Game, but man, look at that thing. It is looking strong. And look, it might just actually get absolutely swamped to the upside. We get this launch on X Game. The big Firewhale is launching this, and it's still super cheap, guys. 6.3 million. And once he launches, I think this could really do some magical stuff. 30% referrals and all the rest of it. Big marketing budget, influencers, base chain, multi-chain. They got the base chain founder going to be shilling this apparently, so this could ramp up. A SolidX staking with bank accounts and credit cards. I mean, this thing is going to be next level. Another blue chip offering in many ways. It's going to be pretty exciting. So keep a lookout for X Game and SolidX in particular, and of course some of the other pump tires like Firewhale as well. So that's kind of cool. Let's jump over to some of the other stuff there. We got what else? We got vouch staking here from this is VPulse. You put Pulse in, right? You get VPulse out. This is from the old vouch team there. Now they had a big rally in the price, so I haven't talked too much about that project, but that's been happening as well. Trump token there is up 8% as well from the pump tires. So we're getting a bit of a movement in pump tires. We've got pump type tires up here, the official one, 24. and then we kind of got Trump here at number 33, up 8%. And it just seems like, that's kind of the Trump token on the PulseChain, isn't it? So I guess it will do well during the golden age of America there. RSI oversold at number 34 on the move. It's actually just moved at number 33, up 8% as well. What else there? Secret Conspiracy, number 40. Just round up number 40 there. Is up 7.6%. Got to keep a track of the time here. 43 minutes, not too bad. Zendog up 7.6%. Hidden at number 42, up 7.5%. Pulse Puppy is up as well. 7.5% there for Investor, $6.70. And of course, we've seen at the top here, Remember, right, was on the move on the volume, right? Over $1 million on volume for Remember. So it's been doing pretty well. Let's have a quick look at Remember actually from OG WebChef and have a look at where that chart is at the moment. So that's the chart over time, not logged though. That's the log chart. So we definitely come from the bottom, right? We're at 10 zeros, 7,400 or abouts. Now we're at 9 zeros, 1,000. We just lost the zero. We have been in this zone for a little bit there, but a little bit of a move there going on there. And of course, for Investor all the way down, the sort of the grandfather, right, is the main coin is for Investor. All right, so let's go to where we are here. For Investor at number 44, up 7.4%. ALGO on the back of Hex, though. Hex runs, right? ALGO's going to run as a leverage, and that's up 7% right now. BBC token from 9inch. I haven't seen much. Has he posted anything else about the old support? What he said, he came back like a week or two ago and said, I'm going to be doing some stuff. So we'll keep a lookout for BBC token and 9inch, the third biggest DEX on PulseChain, at least at the moment. But will it be in the future? I don't know. I think there's a couple of competitors coming over for the number 3, number 2 spot even in the DEXs. So, a couple of those might be even Coinwell possibly, maybe PUSD ALGO with the V3 DEX coming up. So there could be some competitors coming in for 9inch and even 9mm, which has, been doing a great job in terms of daily updates. So really, head off to 9mm. They've really been doing great. And of course, they recently sold out their big NFTs collection, didn't they? I think they've still got another one out there, but yeah, pretty impressive. All right, to get a profit sharing, from the DEX, pretty neat. I like that. All right, so Zendog at the moment, number 37 in the mix there, but let's scroll down a bit further. We got PulseChain Store, which is doing all the t-shirt giveaways at number 48, up 6% there. Moonex up 6% as well at number 49. And to wrap up our top 50, we got Wrap BNB from BSC. They're up 6%. $931 can be BNB, man, on the move. $1,000 incoming. $1,000 incoming. Doge, of course, Pump Tires as well, 5.6%. Now, Pump Tires pretty much been around for about 7 months now, so it gives a bit of a clue there. What else we got going on here? SolidX, of course, $9.90. But it is underpriced, right? It is underpriced. I'm just trying to find the main pair here. We'll just go with this one here, the SolidX one. Now, remember that SolidX has got the biggest liquidity pools and they're paired with the Richard Hart cores, right? So remember that's a pretty big deal. Currently at $9.90. And hey, look, I wouldn't be surprised if this goes to $100 on the launch of of X Game and all this. So, and of course, got Firewall backing it as well. And as Pulse gets bigger, his bags get bigger, his portfolio. So yeah, we could see some pretty mad things happening there. And of course, multi-chain and all the rest of it could be really, really big. So let's see where this goes on the old SolidX. And of course, people are going to be able to stake this as well and earn perks like credit cards and bank accounts, as I said earlier. This could be pretty exciting. So yeah, trading bot is out at the moment, of course. People are using that to trade a lot. It's very fast and do limit orders and everything that on Telegram. Not bad. Keep a lookout for that. It's kind of good. Number 57 is most wanted, up 4.4%. UFO. UFO may be very underpriced, right? Along with PGC. So there's a big argument there for UFO doing well. 4% at the moment. And Sparta there with the old Hex treasury. That's very popular as well. That's at 4% at the moment. Let's have a quick look at Sparta. This is Sparta. Sorry, I can't really spit on the screen, but that's the idea. 11.4 cents. So it's on a record high at the moment. Pretty much around record levels. The old Sparta there on the move. And of course, Hex goes up. This wins big time. And of course, they've got that secondary token as well right now, right? Sean says hot to trot on SolidX and X Game. Absolutely, Sean. They are on. They're about to go ballistic. I think. They're the first whale to be launched. It's funny because we're expecting Coinwell and that to launch before SolidX and X Game. Remember, it was slightly ahead, but of course that's really been pushed into October now. And so yeah, SolidX is now Firewall's now first up. Isn't that funny? So timing's always difficult. we go with the information that we have, but sometimes they flip the timing. We're well used to that. It's just the way it goes. We don't have control over the timing. We just use what the information they give us. But yeah, looks like second half of September looking good for SolidX and X game. Absolutely, Sean. Good insights there. Very, very good indeed. Pretty magical, really. Pretty magical. Right, number 61 is Most Wanted, up 4%. Fitzgerald Company, crash and burn, 3.7%. And I told you so, but it's trying to creep back up. Look, it's trying to creep back up now. Maybe the worst is over for this round at least. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe we'll go from 4 guys to 3 guys to 2 guys. You guys decide. You know, I'm just just the way it goes. All right, we got some comments here from Sean again. Yeah, Sean, don't sleep on Sparta. New coin coming soon called Panda X. Now, Sean, I presumably you can buy Sparta still and get that airdrop. Is that correct? Let me know in the chat there, so people aren't misled in any way. Let me scroll down. We got SolidX, the pump ties. So the main SolidX is the yellow one, right? So that's the one you want if you want to stake and get a share of the profits and everything from all the trading on X game and stuff, all the decentralized casinos and this other products. The SolidX itself is that green one is the pump ties version, right? So remember that. And Firewall, I think, controls about 82%, which is the max amount you can get there. Just remember that. All right, so that's kind of cool. What else we got here? Let's scroll down a bit further. Number 65, up 3% is Lady Gaga. Hex pump tires is up 3%. Die Hard there, where you earn P-Die, isn't it? I think that's the one. It's up 3% there right now. What else there? Number 71 is a Doubt token, up 2.7%. Zero Trust is up 2.6% as well. Peacock not really recovering that well, is it? Peacock not really recovering that well. And of course, this may be a huge opportunity to get in. Is the bottom in? That's the question, right? Because the RSI doesn't give you confidence in that, but maybe the moving averages do. We do on the 4-hourly have bounced on a 4-hourly RSI, so that's good. But the daily's not that, it's way high. But is the bottom in at the quarter of a penny? Is that the question? And now we're almost back at 0.3 of a penny. Is this a really great buy right now after that big sell-off? So could put a Fibonacci in there, all sorts of things. Maybe that would give a bit of a Blues Clues. Should we do that anyway? I don't know. Let's. We got time for that? Probably not. But that is the play there right now. Maybe an opportunity. Maybe. UpX there from Haunted is up 2% right now. 9mm, the second biggest DEX, way down here. What the heck? Why is 9mm all the way down here? Of course, a lot of profit sharing going on. But let's have a look at the daily here. Maybe it's because so many people got 9mm staked or something. I don't know. Let me know in the chat there what you think. Maybe it's a good question I should go and answer myself. But 1.7 cents. We're pretty much down the bottom there too. Look at that. Let's go to log on the scale. That is the chart right now. So it's not near the top. Certainly on the bottom end. 1.7 cents, and that's got to be a good buy, right? Surely. Let's put the RSI on the sucker. Let's do it. And so look, we could put some moving averages and stuff, but let's have a look at this. So the RSI really down at 42. That's pretty friendly, guys. 4-hourly there, and the 50. And let's have a look at the weekly because we've got such a long time frame. The weekly there. Oh, well, look at that. Way down at 42 on that right now. So yeah, 9mm got to be pretty friendly. Obviously, do have to do a bit more due diligence around staking and profit sharing and other things like that. But ultimately, that is looking pretty good. Just on a basis, just based on that, not financial advice, of course. Staked ETH fork up 2% there. Curve token up 1.6%. DAO token up 1.3%. And I'm looking forward to the meme wars. Right, the meme wars is going to be really fun. I got to rebuild my meme category, but that is looking good there. X token up 1% as well. And to wrap up the green candles is UFO. We got another pair of UFO here. That's number 82. It is green, but everything else is out of the money. Firewall's out of the money. That could be a nice little pickup. Top Hat's out of the money right now. What else is out of the money? Let's have a look here. Unity is down as well. Now, we are expecting Unity to go down. PTC the Grays is down too. And at least that pair is. Yeah, PTC the Grays down. So it could be a good pickup for PTC the Grays. Oh, my gosh. And we've got Vouch down as well. So some of the top performers recently are all down, including some of the Pulsalium farm ones like Blitz and Hexa. So let's zoom in on some of these other ones. We're going to Unity later on. Let's talk about that later. So we're going to jump around there. PTC the Grays, though. Woo! Hot dog is the weekly chart for PTC the Grays. This has got to be a buy, surely a buy zone. The chart's pretty high still, and we've still got higher lows. This is on the log chart. But man, that's probably got to be a good buy, right? Obviously, everyone's a lot of big backers, a lot of influencers, one of the biggest communities on PulseChain, and the first DAO, right? So, probably facing a little bit of competition, possibly from Vouch attention, but I think it'll come back to the PGC. Still got a very nice uptrend happening here. RSI on the weekly is at 47, so it's friendly. The daily bounced off the RSI being oversold up at 37. So yeah, maybe we might have a little bit of dip here. It's hard to tell, but anyway, add some moving averages, maybe give a bit of indication. But it's quite a pullback there from that last rally, right? That last rally, which was down 54%. So may still go down a little bit. We'll keep a lookout for that. But if we do get this interest rate cut in the week, in about 5 days, maybe we even get a God mode candle from Richard. You just never know. And then we're back up. So still not quite out of the woods yet, PDC the Grace, but possibly might be a DCA area there. All right, so that is PDC the Grace. Vouch course, which has been mooning. This is from we've got some more comments in here. We've got Sean O'Malley there. I believe airdrop only to original Sparta sacrifice. Okay, very good clarification there. Okay, cool. Yeah, so definitely think about that before you try and chase another airdrop. All right, so that is it at quadruple 073 at the moment on Vouch. This is a liquid staking combination. It's got a reflection token combined with validated staking. So it's got 2 forms of revenue. So it's really up the level. Instead of just being a reflection token, it's now got 2 major forms of income coming in there. And it's designed to cycle up with PulseChain as PulseChain ramps up. But it did have a big rally. And I haven't really talked too much about this, but I didn't want people, if I talk about it at the top and it pulls back, it's pretty bad on my part, right? So tried not to do that to our best ability. Obviously not financial advice, but that is the mark right now. How far down is it there from the top there on the day? It hasn't been around for long, is it? 12% at the moment, 12%. Now it does have all that buying pressure, but what's fair value at any point in time? That's kind of the play. Had a big rally, so it is what it is. People take profits. This happens in a game. So that's pretty much it from a Vouch. We might talk about a bit more about that in the future, but we shall see. Crypto NFW says altcoin season index just hit altcoin season. LFG says Pulse. Yeah, well, that's right. It did. I think I saw a chart on that. Very, very cool. Altcoin season is pretty close, man. Certainly by the interest rate cuts, I'm pretty sure about that. We have seen some nice moves there on Solana and Doge this week. So the game on. All right, so that's Vouch. Let's jump over to PulseBeatMiner. We'll beat that over your heads. PulseBeatMiner here from Cult DeFi. And 177 followers at the moment, so just beginning. We do know there's competition between this and, is it True DeFi? They're kind of similar ideas. But they've definitely got differences in them. This one's got beats and hearts in here. And this apparently is, we got a little reminder that this is about to launch or something. So let's see, whereabouts is that? I thought we had little updates that this was about to launch. Yeah, well, here it is here. So, this is your official launch day window. So it was 17 hours ago. PulseBeatMiner will go live within 72 hours. So it's indicating a 3.69 times your Pulse stack now before PulseChain God candles come. Now, the thing about this is that this kind of protocols only really work during the right bull market part of the cycle. So that's really why it's launching now, because we're pretty much, as crypto NFWs suggest, we're got the altcoin season thing. So this is where these protocols can actually probably work. So there we go. You can obviously get into tokenomics. We may cover it in the future, but that is it from PulseBeatMiners there. If you want to find out more, I'll post a link to this in the chat there. But yeah, Cult DeFi is probably the person to watch at the moment. So PulseBeatMiner could launch within the next 2.5 days or so. PulseBeatMiner, and that is the link there. There we go. That's shout out to Cult DeFi. He's getting that project up and running. Once again, not financial advice, not recommending, etc. You do your own due diligence and all that. You have lots of projects launching coming up, but that could end up doing very well. We'll be tracking it and see how it goes. All right, so that is PulseBeatMiners. That is pretty cool, but that's going to get us into some of our top titles today. So, the one thing I was going to say about PulseBeatMiner is that they are going to be they're basically index buying, right? So they're going to be buying other coins and other projects. and one of them is going to be XVR. And of course, who's XVR? Well, it's Xavier. Who's Xavier? Well, he's a new person coming into PulseChain over the last sort of 6 weeks, and he's got 480,000 followers on X. He's an entertainer, does memes and funny stuff that on X, and a really nice guy. And he's coming with Xavier there with XVR, so Xavier University, and they apparently PulseBeatMiners. That's going to be one of the coins they're going to be buying up. So, is that another tip of the day? I don't know. You guys decide. Look at this chart on Gladiator games. This is pretty awesome, right? All right, so Gladiator Games is on the move. Look at that thing. And of course, you can see the Rome token there is actually in the price scroll ticker. You can see down the bottom there. There's a bit of a teaser of a new offering here on the Crypto Night Show. And it's coming around. There it is right there. Rome token on the red icon there. And it is currently at 42.67. Look at this chart. It's early days, guys. Early days. Market cap 426K market cap. And we're up 30% right now, 29%, let's say. And one of the top performers on PulseChain right now. Pretty awesome, right? So I think we've got the link up here, didn't we? Rome appears somewhere. But yeah, one of the top performers right now on the old PulseChain, and Rome is up and to the right. Look at that chart. So pretty awesome. It's still early market cap, and this is the big game on PulseChain, right? This is a high quality dev doing with a high quality vision, rapid innovation on the game. So he's not waiting around for 3 months, 6 months, 9 months. The game's already up and running. It's going to be rapidly improved and added to every single day, week. It's pretty much that fast, rapid innovation. And this is a much better model for launching, don't you think? A much better model. And we've been waiting for games on PulseChain, right? We've been waiting for games that we can really, stand behind. And we've got maybe a couple games out right now. I know that Mafia is getting pretty close. That's taking a very long sort of modular approach. But this Rome's going to be very, very quick. With Gladiator games, everyone likes the fighting action, and of course, everyone, all the guys out there, well, not all the guys, but a lot of guys out there love the Roman Empire kind of idea. So that's kind of cool. And perfect match between gaming and crypto, pretty exciting. Now we do see another game coming, and we'll talk about that as well. But here we are with this, really high quality game on the PulseChain, and it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And that is Rome there. So I'm going to post a link to Rome. Early days, guys, early days. So let's see how we go. And this is going to be with us during the whole bull market, so going to be fun. It's also been covered by Crypto Paradise. They're doing a great job and very exciting. So there we go. Bam, there's the Rome token. And also you can see it in the price ticker scrolling at the bottom of the stream there. Let's go to the Gladiator games itself. And of course, this is me playing on a free game here. You can either do a free game or you can do a live game. If you do a live game, you can actually win Pulse. And you can, hook up your wallet. Or as always, I suggest you set up a DGen wallet and you can play, right? Just like everything. It doesn't matter what it is. Set up a DGen wallet and play. But here I am on free mode. But if you play the live mode, you'll be able to compete in the giveaway competition right now. So you can do that. So, there we go for gold. Pretty easy. You just click the create button, set up your Gladiator, right? You choose one of the 4 different default Gladiators there with different weapons and shields. And then, of course, you can name it, and then you can put a little description on it. That's it. Create it, and then you'll have a Gladiator. You can do up to 10 Gladiators, guys. You can set them on missions. You can go into fight AI. You can fight real people. There's lots of cool things you can do. You can upgrade them. So you can see I've got upgrades here. I'm upgrading stamina for this one. This one's Dark Warrior. I'm updating Cleopatra. Strength training there. I can upgrade Brutus. I'm going to upgrade his speed. That one. And there's a big sound effects happens there as well. I'm going to upgrade Temptress, and I'm going to upgrade her agility. There we go. So you can upgrade them constantly. I think there's 10 levels on those. You can upgrade them 10 levels on each of those different game categories. I'm going to upgrade the speed here on Lucia. So I've got 5 at the moment, but you can do 10 gladiators. Just keep clicking the create button, and then you can send them on missions. So there we go. You can send them on missions there. You can go battling. You can go to a battle. You can join a public battle, or you can just go on your Gladiator and go AI. And if you click the fight AI, you'll be fighting that, and you will get rewards like resources and other stuff like that. And you'll get into a game playing AI. But if you want to fight real people, you go to battle and set up. You can set up battle yourself. or join a battle if someone's put one up there to fight somebody else. So get in there. You can select your warrior down up here that you've got. I've got 5 warriors at the moment. They're all generation 1s. Obviously, you can upgrade to different generations over time as well. How do you do that? Well, you go to breeding, and I think you can't do this until like after 2 weeks or something like that. So, and it costs a certain amount. So I'm playing on the free mode here, but you can hit the live mode and you can play for real pulse, real crypto, guys. And there, but if you want to get used to it, you can play free mode and then get into the real stuff. Now the economy is there too, right? So you can do quests, and you can put. So if you do 10 gladiators, you can put like 9 of them out on quests, and they can get you resources, right? And you can claim all those, right? Pretty cool. I think I've got some here. Have I got some here? Oh yeah, I have. Great rewards. Cool. I got some iron there. I've got some here too. Let's see what's one. Oh, cool. I got iron. Those are resources I need. I got hide as well, so it's kind of cool. I've got some here too. I forgot that I had done this. I forgot. All right, so cool. Yeah, I put all these gladiators on quests, and I forgot that I had done it. So there we go. These ones here, I haven't done these quests down here, so this still do. Oh, I've got one down here. Oh, there we go. All right, so I got some grain. That gave me some grain right there, so it's pretty cool. And that's got cool. So you can pull out your resources, and you can use those resources to do other things, right? Now you got assets in here as well. I got more assets here. Look at a 65 iron. Oh, that's cool. And I got some lumber. I'm gonna claim that. Cool. That's cool. Now these cost 100,000 gold on the test on the with the free game. You get some gold. You get a couple 100,000 gold to start off with, and so forth. So that's kind of cool. So there we go. That was kind of cool. I didn't even plan that, guys. I didn't even plan that. Now you can do crafting, right? So you can craft different weapons and things like that, food and all sorts of stuff, bandages. You can craft all these different weapons, look, and armor and shields. It's pretty awesome. Look at this, man. It is fun. So if you like gaming, you like crypto, this is the game for you. Is a good old Gladiator. It's really cool. They got a nice little step thing. Choose the item to craft. Choose the materials. Choose the tier that you want to do, and of course choose the quantity there as well. So kind of cool. It's you can play around with that. What else there? Market. You can, if you want to go and buy stuff with your gold, or if you're in live game, you can use like Pulse in that and go buy stuff. I think it's either gold or Pulse that you can use on a live one, and you can go buy. At the moment, there's nothing on. I don't think there's anything on there, is there? Buy. I'm clicking the buy here. No. So there's gladiators and there's equipment. So you got to toggle between the two. I've got quite a bit of equipment here I bought on the free game. And then the gladiators buy and sell. So if I want to sell stuff, I can sell my gladiators as well, the whole lot, whole thing. And I can also obviously you got gladiators and equipment. So I've got quite a bit of equipment there as well. So kind of cool. You can buy and sell, right? Buy. We do have a lot of equipment you can buy on the market. So I could buy that for 10,000 gold, 3,000 gold, some swords and shields and helmets and things. Or I can sell some of my inventory. I got all this inventory. Remember, I got this through quests and stuff like that. So I got all these resources I'm going to need for other stuff. So it's kind of cool. And then social, there's a guide, forum, leaderboard links, and of course, you can get into Telegram, which is very important. That's where a lot of the action is, and they had some in-game Telegram play there, so pretty cool. So that is Rome, and of course, there's going to be more. So Gladiator game is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. There's going to be more features, more challenge. It's going to be really awesome, and it started off already amazing. And of course, the live game right now, there's a big giveaway. So let's go to the giveaway, guys. Before we do that, join up. That's all I can say. Join up today. Get yourself a player. You can play free mode. Get a DGM wallet. Hook up to the live mode and start playing with some Pulse and get into it, folks. Because this game's going to be big, man. It's going to be big. All right. So that is the lay there. Gladiator Games. Join up today and jump into Telegram at the same time. So once you join up, get a player. You can go up to 10 players. Remember, start upgrading them. All this sort of stuff. Get into the live game if you want to start earning money straight away. Start getting part of the competition. And then join Telegram. Those are 2 things you do. Set up a player and get into Telegram. That's the play to go. So Gladiator Games, mate. That is awesome. We've been waiting for these games like this, and we've finally got it here. Awesome stuff. Straight out of the gate. Not bad. And, of course, it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. Rapid upgrades, not ragging around. So you're going to enjoy the game. It's going to be really, really cool. All right, so I may see you on the battlefield. Let's put it that way. And we're probably going to do some battles live on. We're going to have some live shows doing some battle games. So there we go. Now, the big thing, of course, is not only Gladiator Games with the website, as you can see there, but also there's a big giveaway now to play. So if you want to play the live version of the game, not the free version, but the live version of the game at 5 p.m. CST time, I'm not sure if we're quite there yet, but it is going to be starting the competition. So prizes will be $500 this weekend. That's US dollars, guys. $100 as well for second place and $50 for third place. playing over the weekend, so it's pretty awesome. If you get number 4th or 5th place in fighting, you'll get some legendary weapons. So if you're looking at seriously being a strong gladiator, you want to get access to some of these legendary weapons. So it's worth playing. How to win, of course, you have to do live mode, not the free mode. Free mode's good for learning and playing around, but live mode there. Most battle wins. You've got to have the most battle wins, so you've got to keep fighting all weekend. And of course, the minimum gold wager there is 20,000 gold. Now, in live mode, as I understand it, is 1 pulse equals 1 gold. So that's kind of the ratio there. 1 gold equals 1 pulse. So that's kind of the numbers there. I think it costs about $1. I think it is to do, we have 20,000 there, about $1. If I haven't checked it, but it's about $1 of pulse there to play a game. So that gives you an idea. Pretty good value, actually. So you can jump into Gladiator games, track the standings. You go to socials and then the leaderboard, and you'll see who's doing what, right? So socials and then leaderboard, and that will show you up. And I think we can actually see that ourselves. So let's quickly go to that. And I think we're going to go socials. I think we can see that. I'm on the free mode, but you'll be able to see that on the live mode. So it's probably got a different one there. So check that out. Let's go to live mode, see if that works. Yeah, you might have to go to you've got to connect the wallet, but you'll be able to see that on the old live mode, the actual ranking leaderboard there. Ready up, Gladiators, Glory, and Cash awaits. So some pretty awesome prizes, guys, for playing games. Ready up, Gladiators, Glory, and Cash awaits, and that is the Rome token, of course, which you can see scrolling along the bottom there as well in the red. Pretty awesome. So that is the competition. I'm going to leave a link to that in the chat as well, so you guys can go check it out. Rome, I guess, Gladiator competition. And that is the link right there. So bam, bam. And let me just fix up some of my spelling mistakes here. Bam. All right. So Gladiator Games, it is on. I told you, man, PulseChain's starting to really ramp up. We're starting to get some cool stuff, man. And you can start playing this game. So pretty cool. We're going to do some play action on the channel, so you'll be able to see that too. So the Gladiator competition, up to $500 prizes this weekend. Get out there, get on the leaderboard, learn the game fast, and make some mad crypto there as well. All right, now obviously you can be killed too in the game. Just remember that this game after all. So just take note. All right, so that is pretty cool. Gladiator Games there. So big shout out to the founder. Not bad, not bad. Now that gets into our review of Unity. We're an hour and 10 minutes, so we're doing really great time. We've got a great bunch of people watching right now. So if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe on YouTube. Smash the follow button on X, of course, and share the channel around. And, of course, if you want to get into Gladiator Games, that is the link right there in the chat as well. So kind of not bad, not bad. In fact, I should probably add this to the X account, shouldn't I, while I'm doing it. So let me just add these into the live stream chat there, and we'll put that in there as well. Gladiator Games. Sometimes I forget to do this, actually probably most of the time, actually. And we go put that in there, bam. And that is, it's probably enough, right? Probably enough there. So there we go. Boom. All right. Well, that is Gladiator Games. All right. Let's jump away, and we're going to get into Unity, guys. Unity. We're going to jump over to Unity now. We've got some comments in the chat there. We've got old Trippy in the house there. Woo! Let's go, go, go. We've got Spike in the house there. What's up, peeps? We've got Fast Abdul. I'm here for the tech. And we've got Surge in the house there. Rock Surge reposted the stream. I appreciate that, Rock Surge. Big shout out to you as well. Much love, as they say. Much love. All right, so here we are with Unity. And you guys know it's like we're expecting the price pullback. These little purple boxes are the 4 phases that I've created, right? Because it seems logical to me. And let's go full screen on this, shall we? So price is down 5.8% today. No surprises here, guys. No surprises. We had the big run up in price where it was invincible to the upside. Went up to about just under $24. Then we got up to the first supply because there was no supply around. We had the buy and burn, people buying and staking, things like that. And then, of course, we had the first supply come out about 1,600 coins, I think it was, here on day 23, which is the 10th of September. And one person managed to sell, I think they had like 1,300 coins or something. They made some mad gains. That's just the way it goes. The first person strikes, and down we went. And then, of course, now we're currently at $13.60. We saw this on Torus, right, once we get some supply out. Now we're in the second phase, right? Second phase goes along here, and it goes us all the way to day 89, which is the max period that you can create, right? Day 88 to day 89. And then we're going to enter a third phase. This is my way of looking at the project. and that's when we get our initial supply. And then we get to the end of day 110, right? So which is like 20 days later, and we got the the recharge there with the old fractal, right? Fractal recharges the buy and burn, and I've added an extra sort of 10 days, just because it takes a little while. And so I think that's at the end of that period, yeah. And then we get into kind of the maturity period, right, where things are just operating with the mechanisms that are in play between creating and staking, and that will potentially flip around. The price will adjust. So we've got kind of these 4 phases, right? We're in phase 2 right now. Now, this blue line here is the next big supply jump, and that is we've got about 14,000 coins coming out that day. So this day was this first day was like 1,600. Our next big step up. We have a couple of decent days coming in before this, but our next big step up is effective 10 is about 14,000. So that's that blue line there. So we would expect that to really adjust the price dramatically after that day. So we'll see. The buy and burn is about $4,000, over $4,000 a day. The liquidity building is about $2,500. So it's about $6,500 in some ways. So that sort of offsets, and if everyone buys and stakes, that offsets as well the supply increase. So we've got those forces that are sort of keeping the price up, and that supply maturity potentially selling it down at some point. And then, of course, we'll see the price adjust at a certain price, like we see over on Torus, right? So that's kind of what we're expecting there. So that is Unity. And let's have a quick look at some of the key metrics at the moment. So we've got 1.3 million. Let me just do a refresh here. 1.3 million is the reward pool for today, obviously at the current prices. Liquid is only down at 630 tokens. So yeah, everyone was selling their tokens, but we're only got 630. So we'll probably not go down too much from here, because the buy and burn will keep us up, right? Unless we get into a day of another 1,000 tokens coming out or so, which will definitely be coming up. 18,000 tokens in total supply. 5,866 tokens burnt so far. 5,650 tokens been staked so far, and we've got 2.28 billion shares on Unity, and of course 1.84 billion PulseX have been bought up and burned there. Now, remember, the rewards are the rewards are like 98,000 tokens per day at the moment on day 26, and we can see that the shares that are getting a share of that 2.28 billion. So how many shares have you got compared to the total amount of shares? Times that reward is kind of the way it's being allocated to you, right? So that is the play. In terms of earning, let's have a look at the yields here on day 26. So we've got 17,600% right now, so still pretty amazing, right? And the daily, they're 200% on the old grading. You can use Pulse or PulseX, of course. Staking has a 5% premium. You got to pay that to enter staking, but if you got Unity, you can stake, and it's currently 3,800% ROI and 43% per day. Of course, that will change as the price adjusts and as more people come in after you, right? So that's that changes down to the downward side there. All right, so burn at the moment. This is basically the treasuries. We've got the buy and burn sitting at 450,000 US dollars. Pretty awesome, and it's got Pulse and PulseX in it. The buy and burn is so what did I say? I think that's 400. Yeah, so we do about $4,300 in buy pressure every day, right? That's the thing. And then we've got additional buy and build, so it builds up liquidity. We got another 300,000 here, so it's about $3,000. So it's a bit higher than what I said earlier. So we're sitting at about $7,300 of support for the price, basically. And as long as we don't have big supply coming out, it's going to give some offset. And every day it adds more offset, so it can lift the price a bit, right? It just depends on what supply is coming out. Fractal, of course, gets called on day 110. That's currently got 235,000 in it, and of course, this is I think on here somewhere in here on the chart. So that's going to when it gets called. And this stuff here on the fractal goes to the buy and burn and fills it up. That's kind of play. So that's kind of cool. Let's go to the stats here on Unity, and I'm going to post the link to Unity in the chat there if you guys want to do some creations or staking. Or probably creation at this stage, but if you're doing some staking, you've got some stuff coming up, then that is Unity. That's the stats page, man. All right, this is from Cryptographics, of course, one of the biggest PulseChain influencers out there. And, of course, real wizkid at pretty much everything he puts his hand to from the looks of it. We got day 26. We got 1.84 billion burned so far, $1.3 million in deposits so far. So pretty awesome. And let's have a look at what's coming up in the future. We're on day 26, remember. So day 26 is here. We've got 1,000 coins coming out today. So we will get an adjustment on this price because we've got more coins coming out. I'm not sure how many come out so far, but they'll definitely be adjusting that price there. What else? What else are we going to say? Are we up to here? Oh no, that one there. So yeah, we've got to be fine. Day 27's got a bit of supply, 1,000 coming out. That's today. In 2 days' time, we've got another 1,100 coming out in 2 days' time. So tomorrow's going to be quite low. So this price will, it might get sold down a little bit today and then probably go back up tomorrow. It's kind of the idea, kind of follow the flows, right? Follow the flows. Then of course we got 98 and day 27, so it's a low day too. That's tomorrow, sorry. That's the next day is, like I said, 1,100, day 28. 29's got 2,200, so definitely down day on the price there. There'll be some staking probably, but mostly down day is my guess. And then we've got 350 on day 30, not too bad. Probably maybe be able to offset that. We'll see what the price is versus the buy and burn and the build and everything. But then day 31, we've got 3,300. So depending on where the price is and the buy and burn and everything, that would probably still another down day. Day 32, 1,800 as well, and then 800 on day 33. So those we've still got quite a bit of supply coming out. That should, if you add them all up, should still give us down pressure here. And then we've got, of course, the big jump, right? Day 34, which is a massive, 1,400, 1,300, over 1,300 tokens. And that's that blue line, if I remember rightly. So that's the blue line there, 21. So that's the next adjustment there. And that's basically giving us the same profile as what we've seen in Torus, right, with the price. If we pick up Torus, let's have a look at Torus here. That will give us an idea. Torus has been pretty strong at $1.48, holding around. So see how we got this profile? Well, it's the same thing we're going to see in Unity, and we've already started to see it, right? It won't be exactly the same, right, because we've got slightly different creations and adoption and things like that. And different prices on each chain with ETH versus Pulse and etc. But the same basic idea, and then we sort of flatten out, and that's what we'll see happen on Torus, right? See it's flatten out, and then we'll see what happens as we come into bigger inflation, because we've got way bigger rewards coming up in the future, and then all will adjust itself, and then we may see some market makers come in, right, and start buying all the supply up and creating stuff like that. We'll see what exactly happens there, but that's kind of some of the way I view it at the moment. So not bad. And of course, the price of Torus is based on ETH and Titanx, and Titanx's ratio is really down low after I had a little bit of a pump the other day when Jack Sharp returned, and is doing pretty well. I mean, I'm pretty happy with that. Are you pretty happy? I think it's doing pretty well, and we'll probably see something similar with Unity. So pretty cool. That is Torus. Now, the last one, of course, is the Torus website. It is on Ethereum chain, right? So we're not on PulseChain here. $1.48, as we said. And the yield at the moment over on Torus is 2,800% on the, what day are we on? 65. So we're 39 days ahead, right? 31%, 32%. You can use Titanx or ETH to go in to do creations, but staking is probably a lot better, right? So let's go to staking. 35. So staking yield is way better. So people staking Torus, maybe you have to pay a 5% premium for it to do staking, but you can do that too, which is kind of cool with the old Torus. 3,500%. So we get a lot more staking going on, right? A lot more staking because the yields are the opposite of what we saw on Unity, but with the Unity will flip too at some stage. The buy and build at the moment. So we've got the $350,000, about $3,500 of buy pressure a day. The buy and burn is sitting, about $230,000 in the buy and build. So it's building up liquidity. So that's, what do we say? About $2,400 worth of liquidity building. And then the fractal there, day 110, which is not too far away. I mean, we're day 65, so it's coming up less than 50%, over 50% the way there. And that's got another $209,000 that will get pushed into the buy and burn over here. Fill that up. All right, pretty cool. And it's only at 1%, right? It can go up to 10% of the buy and burn value, but it'll be interesting to see whether we see that later, when we see that, because probably well later on in phase 3 or 4 or something like that. Stats right now, we've got $140,000 in the reward pool, 95,000 tokens on day 65. We've got the liquid supply sitting at 6,300. And we've got 100,000 tokens now. Woohoo! So we finally hit 100,000 tokens, and we're on day 65. So how about that? That's a pretty cool milestone. We're going to have millions of tokens, of course, coming up. But this is the first sort of 10x. Remember, we were down at like 14, 15, 16,000 tokens at the low, and now we're at 100,000, the first sort of milestone there. Burn Torus, 57,000 burn though. 57,000 burn, pretty impressive. And of course, Torus there, 52,500 Torus has been staked, pretty amazing as well. And the total share is 3.77 billion with 233 billion Titanx bought up and burn there, so pretty awesome. All right, let's go to the data sheet just to wrap off our Torus update. We haven't done a Torus update for a couple of days, so I thought we'd do a good one today. And yeah, pretty similar. Like we had 1.3 million, wasn't it, on Unity? We've obviously, almost 1.25 million here on Torus. How long has that been updated? 9 hours ago. Cool. Over 100 ETH deposited. Pretty awesome. That would get it on the strategic ETH reserve and the bottom list there. Future Torus at the moment, 14.8 million. What do we see in total supply? 100,000. We just hit that milestone, but we've got a lot of Torus coming down the line there, and the market needs to adjust, right? So that's what we've been seeing with the price there. We can see we're ramping up there. So what day are we on? What did we say we're on? Day 60, 66 or something like that. So we've got, coming into the big volume coming out now, 150, 148, 157, and ramping up there. Now, I'm not sure that the buy and burn's been changed at all from 1%. I haven't checked to see that, but probably not is my guess. So more supply coming out. So people sell it. I guess people are going to buy it. We'll see. But we're coming all the way up to day 88, and that's why we enter phase 3, right? On day 89, we jumped from 1.6 million tokens. We're only 100,000 now. We obviously have to be buying and burning some of that and staking some of it. So the liquid supply won't be exactly the same. But and then day 89, we jump all the way to 3.25 million, and then we just ramp up here. And the supply all the way up to that 14.9 million, as we said, and we're adding 95,000 extra tokens at the moment to that per day. So that's pretty interesting, and we should see market makers come in here, right? When there's lots of volume around, market makers come up and start buying it and staking it. That's what we should see, and the price will get some support there. Now we flipped from creating, which we're getting at the moment on Torus, right? Sorry, on Unity, we got the Torus we had all creating, and then we got the flipping, right? And then we've got now staking is much more better for yield, so it helps to give buy pressure as well. So that's what we're going to see when we get into all this here with the market makers come in and do more staking and earn that sweet yield, right? And the yield might reasonably come down. I don't know, it took a couple 100%, maybe 100, 200, 300%. We'll see exactly where it lands, but that's kind of some of the play there on that one. Very exciting. This is really great. Really looking forward to it play out. Very clever, and I think may have very well solved a lot of issues around tokenomics, and this really is one of the frontier tokenomic protocols on the planet. I kid you not, on the planet. So fun times ahead to see how it plays out. We have really stakes are really ramping up. Look at 343. So this is our creation activity. It's obviously fallen off down. We only got a couple. Sometimes we even had none. And that's because the yield is flipped in favor of staking. So you got to buy Torus and staking. See how it works? Pretty cool. And we're still only about halfway through that first initial phase. But look at all the staking that's gone on, exactly as it's supposed to. And we'll probably get even bigger candles coming up, is my guess, coming up here. And look at the takeoff there. Look at that. That's how it's supposed to work, guys. Really fun, isn't it? Really fun. Risk reward and really frontier tokenomics and design. It is pretty awesome. I love the switching between creation and staking now. Pretty awesome. So that is our coverage of the that's our coverage of the day. So I hope you guys have enjoyed that. And that's pretty awesome. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Now, if you are a project team out there, you want to get in the scrolling ticker and another product that we've got coming up, let us know. That was the first sort of reveal today. And really cool. So hit us up, hit myself or MVS up there if you're a project team. And it looks like I've gone like 10 minutes over time again. I don't know why that happens. That's why I started half an hour early. All right. What a great show. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We covered a lot of stuff. We covered the stock market. What a great week. We got the interest rate cuts in like 4 or 5 days. It's become very hard for them not to cut rates, right? So hopefully we even get 50 basis points. Wow. Bring on the bull market for stock market, crypto market in particular. We've got the strategic ETH reserves buying up Ethereum fast, and of course that's going to benefit PulseChain, both directly sacrifice set and potentially into a lot of different. Look, Richard has a lot of different opportunities he can do. There's so much stuff he can do. He's got so many moves that he can make. And it's going to be fun to see how they actually play out. So pretty cool. And you just never know too, right? You just never know whether we will get a God mode candle, right? Maybe on the interest rate cut, they just don't know. Richard loves interest rate cuts. So it's the ideal time. It's kind of that final stamp of approval for altcoin season. So could be massive, guys. Could be massive. So really exciting. We've got cool projects launching. We've got the WoW projects, the SolidX X game, then CoinWell from Firewell and Rack and Michelle. It's huge. And then we've got probably on-chain bet. We haven't heard much from that, but it's got to be creeping up. Expected to launch in probably, if not September, then October, with the claimable phase in September for sure. So keep an eye out for that. The other thing, of course, Mafia game getting closer to. Seen a lot of upgrades recently on there. I'm no longer playing Mafia game anymore, but we keep track of Jacob's stuff because we're a big fan of Jacob. And even though timing has always been an issue, he's brilliant with everything else. So we'll see how that goes. And of course, PUSD ALGO, the flagship project, that is the mega DeFi project for Jacob. Looking forward to that launching. And of course, he's working in the backgrounds to make that happen. So exciting for where that will go. We also obviously covered today PulseBeatMiner from Jacob's frontman, called DeFi. And exciting. Wishing him all the best with PulseBeatMiner. We'll keep track of that. And that could launch anytime in the next 2.5 days. So keep a lookout for that. And of course, that's going to benefit Xavier and his XVR token community. And of course, great having a big influence on PulseChain. And we also talked about Gladiator games. This is we've been waiting for a big game, and I think this is going to be one of the very, very top popular games on PulseChain. And it's super early. You guys are super early to play it and get involved. It's going to be pretty fun. And then finally, we covered Unity and Torus, of course, from Cryptographics. Amazing game design, frontier tokenomics, and we're just excited to see it play out. And it's great to be able to check in on a regular basis. Addy says RH has lots of options to play the game. However, the moment nothing is happening from RH. Yeah, well, interest rates come in 4 or 5 days. He loves interest rate cuts, and of course that means risk on, right? Risk on. So it could be pretty fun. Hope you guys have enjoyed the show today. Don't forget to smash the subscribe button on YouTube. We're on the Crypto Night Show, Shootman Crypto, PulseChain X, 3 YouTube channels, plus on X as well. Don't forget to smash the follow button on X. I posted the link to the Gladiator games on X, so you can find that underneath the live stream. Join up today. Join Telegram as well. There's a lot of stuff happening there, and I really encourage you to get there. I will be doing some live gameplays. Probably get some special guests in to come and try and beat me. Beat me down, but wishing me the best there. It's going to be a lot of fun. What else can we say? I think that's kind of it for the moment. Yeah, we got everything coming, guys. Interest rate cuts, altcoin season, Richard Hart, PulseChain SAC, Tom Lee, pumping our bags, big whales launching. It's awesome. I know we're just kind of in that final moments before off to the moon. It really is exciting, guys. Really is exciting. Now, if you want to enjoy that excitement, folks, get into the Strategy Club. The link's in the description. Only $35 a month. Really looking forward to getting in there. And, of course, to join our Discord today. It really is an amazing place. And, of course, Telegram as well for free. Get in there as well. All right. Eddie says, great stream. I appreciate that. Big shout out. And I'll catch you guys again. Daily show. One of the 2 largest channels in PulseChain influencers doing daily shows. It's been a privilege. I've been doing it for 6 years now. And through bear market and bull market, I'm here to stay. And we're about to on the doorstep of the biggest altcoin season. It's going to be absolutely amazing. It's going to be brilliant, guys. Brilliant. 10 years ahead of us of massive wealth creation. And you guys here at the right time, at the right place. It is awesome. Catch you tomorrow. Bye for now. Take care.